Hello, my name is Rachel and I am a watercolor artist, and I wanted to try this new paper that I found on Amazon. It is 100% recycled cotton, and it is very interesting from other papers that I've used. I often use arches, blocks, either in the cold or rough. And so I wanted to try this new one because I find the edges very interesting. It is a very interesting texture. And I just found it. It was inexpensive. So I wanted to try it and see. I actually have it started on just to see how the color is going to react on the paper. Because being inexpensive, sometimes it's not professional grade. It doesn't hold the layers and all the water that you need to have for watercolors. So I have my reference picture, I have all my paints, and I'm ready to start using it. So far it has been working out pretty good. So we'll see how it does. These are my reds. I have all my colors in little separated for cool and warm tones just to get ready. So I'm gonna spray them, add some water, get them activated again. So I actually have done this flower trio before, but I wanted to repeat it. So let's see. I usually start the bottom layer is going to be the lights, sometimes the darks, just to see how things, to get the light going. So get some warm yellows. So we'll see how it works. So looking at my picture, so we get some. So I am right-handed, so I apologize if my hand gets in the way. So sometimes my brushes, I usually use a variety of different things. I have found that Skoda has the best brushes, in my opinion, but you know, preferences. So it's some more yellow, get some light. At this point too, you can leave some of the white for the highlights. So I'll do that for the tips over here. But watercolors worked in layers, starting from light to dark. So far the paper is doing pretty well, I must say, because it's very different than what I've used before. Let's see, some more. Some more yellows. And I always like to mix. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Blend this. So that's a little highlight in that flower tip. So let's see. A little bit of brightness going on in here. So it's a little bit more challenging since I have a trimmer to do this, but we work with what we have. So I think I got some more. is not exactly as the picture. That's okay. Artistic license. So this I did last night, so it's nice and dry, but my paint comes off or blends still, so that's good sometimes. So it's gonna let it dry a little bit. So I hope you can hear me okay. This is my first video, so I'm still learning, trying to figure out the kinks, trying to get this correctly. So I like to do alternative greens. Good so far. Doesn't seem to saturate the paper very much. So, and it's paper preferences is really personal because every artist works differently. So just do what you do. I do find that cheaper paper usually doesn't work out in the long run. It's good for practice, but if you're doing a painting, it just doesn't hold as much water. It doesn't create just the nice look of a painting that you may want. So let's see, some of this leaf is in shadows. I'm gonna make it a little bit cooler on that one side. Blend. See the blending? The blending on the page, it's a little bit, it's different for sure. It's almost like, because it's recycled paper, but it's a little plasticky. Let's do some dark. That's for some fun. It's very interesting effect. There's a bunch of dark shadows in this part of the reference picture. So let's do some more light on this other side. So the leaf it's all raggedy. And you can use a variety of different things for watercolor. You can even use acrylic, but usually use canvases for acrylic and oil. It creates a different effect. Make it leaf-like. Let's use some of the red and see how that's going up here. So there's a lot of orange in these flowers. So it's dry. I would definitely say that this paper, if you like to have a less blended and more textured look to your paintings, definitely does that. this paper is made in India. So it came in these little sheets, and then when you have sheets, it's a good idea to tape them down so they don't buckle and move. It doesn't irritate me. It's not exactly what I usually like to do, but that's all right. See, there's some brighter. I use a variety of warms and cools on my palette, just so, because cool colors recede, warm colors come forward. So varying your colors makes a nicer painting, I think. But you have examples of some artists like Gauguin that didn't do any colors that was local or natural. Is very different, which is okay too. So yeah, it's really hard to find, or this paint on this paper to really blend like I like, but it's creating a nice look. There's brightness on that side. It's very orange on one of these. So when you're doing a painting, is the best. Not so much focus on the color, much as you can. Just do local color, or local color is just what the color is that you see in reality. But you can always make up any color you want. It's really the gradation or the shade of the colors. So I often use pictures that are just black and white, just so I can see the darks and the lights more than just the color. I got a lot of darkness in here, so it's the inside. So look, it spreads pretty well. Very dark. I'm going to leave the link to this paper, hopefully I can, on the description. So if you want to try it, it's kind of fun to try new things. And my husband is out there mowing the lawn. He just finished. It's a very hot day today. Trying to get everything done before it gets too hot. So if you hear any noise outside, that is what's going on. So this tip is very light. So you can probably see my reference picture. what, let's see if I can fix this. Should not have done that. There we go. So that is how, so far so good. So it creates a interesting texture to the painting. So if you want it, I'll leave the link, and follow me if you want to see more videos about watercolor. I'm trying to do watercolor tutorials and things like that. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.